A very good afternoon to Madam Rilizan, a lecturer of ENT 300. So my name is Joe Laing from Electrical and Electronic Faculty. I'm about to present my BMC boxes. Okay. So the value proposition of of my business is to allow customer experience exotic and traditional food and drinks. At the same time, giving good quality of food and service. As we all know, Borneo have a lot of cultures and races, so this is one way to to show the world the culture that we have in Borneo. Next is to keep the heritage alive and also letting this heritage to be told around the world, which is globally, so that everyone around the world know what is happening in Borneo right now and what still exists in Borneo. Moving on onto the customer relationship. So we can have relationship with customer through social media by communicating with them, like asking them on feedback, reviews that they have, because we want customers to be open with us so that we can improve their business more. We also allow customer to have a service call where they can have reservations for foods and for other events so we can prepare for them. We would like to help the customer so that they can feel those happy moments with traditional food. So as I mentioned earlier, that we can communicate with the customers. One of the channels that we can communicate with the customer is through social media. There's a lot of social media apps that we can use, such as Facebook, Instagram. On the other hand, we also can have a direct sales channels and also through the restaurant. It's either the staff um, going go for a meetup with the customer to have a discussion, like having those reservation, or the customer came to the restaurant and have this discussion with us themselves. All right. So that's the few channels that we can have. So moving on onto the customer segment. So we are targeting customers of all ages. We don't want to leave out the new generation and we don't want to leave out the old generation. As we all know, the new generation is not exposed to this food or culture. So we want to show them this culture that still exists in Borneo, because we don't want that this culture to be fade away. Right. So the key partners of this business are the Orang Ulu community group, because we all know there are a lot of groups out there where they can help to spread out the news with, and we all know that Orang Ulu are people who like to cooperate and help people, which help their own people. So it is one of the best key partners that we can have. Besides, our key partners will be the local farmers of from the Ulus, because we want to help them in selling their sources, because it's hard for them to come all the way from the Ulus to the town to sell vegetables or meats. So we want to be that helping hand for them as well. Moving on is our key partners will be charities group. Charities group, as we all know, we want to help people as well. So there will be charity, and we believe that there are charity groups that needed food for the charity work. So this is one of the partners that we want to have that partnership. And then lastly is with groceries. Uh, In groceries, there are a few items or few raw materials that they don't have, like which is so hard to get. So we want to become the middle person to uh, pass the raw material or resell the raw material from the local farmers earlier to them. So moving on onto our key activities. So this key activities is just like other restaurants as well, where we manage food and drinks in and out of the restaurant, how we get the stocks and sources, and also deliver the food cooked, drinks prepared for to the customers. And on the other hand, we also provide training for our customer support team, where our staff, there are some staff who want to learn. So we want to give this opportunity to the staff or workers to able to learn some tricks or some knowledge on serving. On the other, besides that, we want to the key activities, daily key activities is to have partnerships with other people, where we can get fresh groceries and as well stocks, right? Lastly is to create strong bond with customers. These bonds is essential for us to keeping our target market consistent where they come in and out of the restaurant, right? Moving on to the next box is our key resources. One of our main key resources is our manpower. So restaurant need a lot of manpower, especially for the service part, because we need people or staff to serve the customer well, and we need those skills where they can communicate well with the customer and get their order right. Next is to have network with local farmers where we can communicate with farmers from the Ulu so that we can take the sources, and as well personal network with customer. So this network with customer help us to do reservation and so on as mentioned earlier. So moving on onto our cost structure. So the cost structure of this business is obviously first is employees' salary. We have to manage how to pay the staff respectively. Besides, electrical and water bills have to be paid monthly. Next is our maintenance cost of the machine that we use. Lastly is recurring items. We know that not everything will last long. And then finally, moving on our revenue stream. So in our revenue stream, we want to have this add-on charges, where when customer came to the restaurant, they can pay the service charge made by the staff, and also the service made by to get the food right, the product of food right. And besides that, we want to have these reservation charges too, which so that they can pay the service preparation of the staff workers. Lastly, we want to have subscription charges to the students and families, as we charge the students cheap, lower compared to families. As you all know, students nowadays is that they're so hard to get money and to have to juggle with their finance. So we want to help the student as well. And families, we can charge them normally how we charge other customers. That's all from me. Thank you.